We are Detroit's college team.
Let's go, Titans.
Bring it on, Wichita State.
Dan Leach here at Dick Vitale Court at Callahan Hall, joined by Titans head coach Ray McCallum. Coach, always good to see you.
Good seeing you, Dan.
All right, Coach, there's been some incredible highs, some lows so far this year. What are your thoughts getting ready for your 10th game this season so far?
Not just getting ready for our 10th, getting ready for the 11th ranked team in the country in Wichita State. We have to be excited about the opportunity.
Yeah, when you look at where this team has been, I mean, you've been to Oregon so far on the road, you've been to Michigan so far, hugging both of those games, controversial ending here against Bowling Green, but the majority of the time, this team has progressed and played well. You had 9 guys that were playing. We're going to get into the 2 guys that are eligible coming up against Wichita State, but when you look at where this team's at right now, how far along do you feel they are?
I feel like we've gotten better after every game and every week, and we demonstrated again today in practice. So we had a good practice with good intensity, and guys are getting better, and that's exciting for me being a coach. When you want to see guys grow and get better, and that's what's taking place.
Absolutely. I want to talk to you in a minute about this Wichita State team coming in here nationally ranked and what that means for Callahan Hall and the Titans fans here at home. But let's talk about this team first. First, I want to talk about a couple of the freshmen, Jaleel Hogan and Paris Bass, who have really kind of gotten themselves in this lineup right away and really made an impact so far.
Well, Dan, we took them out to Oregon, clear across the country, Pac-12 school, and they played 17 in 20 minutes as freshmen. I mean, so they started out at the top, at the highest level. So with that, they've just gotten better and better. I think when you talk about Jaleel, it's not easy being a 6'7" post player playing against men. You know, he's only 18 years old, and he's had to grow up very quickly. But he's making great progress. He started the last game against South Florida against a good big man, and really didn't score a lot of points, but really held his own defensively. And if you defend and rebound, that can keep you on the floor. So pleased with his development. The offensive side of the ball is going to come for him. And when you
explosive though, he's a very explosive player.
Very explosive, and a physical presence. And then when you talk about Paris Bass, I mean, everyone can see first of all, his versatility. I mean, he can score around the basket. He can put the ball on the floor, take the ball to the rim, finish above the rim. He's off to a great start shooting threes. He makes plays for his teammates. It wouldn't surprise me if he's our best shot blocker and one of our top guys in steals. He just marks in every category as a basketball player, which is a positive for us.
You got a few transfers, 2 have played so far, in Brandon Kearney, Patrick Ackerman. One I know you guys are very excited about getting, and Chris Jenkins, a local kid, played at Colorado. You know, it seems like those 3 guys are going to be a major part of this team going forward.
Well, they are, and we're going to be able to talk about our entire roster. But Brandon Kearney, being a senior coming in, has started the first 5 or 6 games, you know, played very well at Michigan. Is a versatile player. He has good size on the perimeter, a threat to shoot the ball. Made a big 3 at Toledo. You know, so we're really happy with his IQ and his progress. Hadn't really played a lot in his career consistently, and is doing that for us now, which is good. And then Patrick Ackerman with the size. I mean, he's a legitimate, you know, 6'11", and in the South Florida game, I thought he really did a great job defensively, being in the right position and being a factor. Had a couple blocks and found his way to score a couple baskets for us, which really is going to be a key for us.
I know, obviously, Chris Jenkins, who's been very patient and could be coming in a more important game against Wichita State. What do you think he brings to the team? He's
one of our fastest athletes. Is he or Matt Grant, our fastest athlete? So he can get from one end of the court to the other. He's got great feet. He's got good hops. He can go above the rim. He shoots a good 3-ball deep. Can guard multiple positions. Can play multiple positions. He's versatile.
Now, some other good news that we heard yesterday: Youssef Kane from Senegal, 6'9", 220, eligible. It wasn't an academic issue; with some paperwork stuff. That's going to be a major impact to this squad as well, right away, and especially against Wichita State.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everyone likes size, and
size kills.
Exactly right. I mean, he has the size and he has the length. He can really run. He has good hands. Is what you look for in a big man, and he can pass the ball. He hasn't played a lot of basketball, but his IQ is really good. He's a smart young man, and I think he's going to do a great job for us immediately.
Let's talk about this game on Saturday, national television. You mentioned Wichita State, a top-ranked team, went to the Final Four 2 years ago, was a 1 seed last year, very well coached by Greg Marshall. What does this game mean to this Titans team to play here at Callahan and to have a big team that has been very successful as of late coming in here?
Well, I think, Dan, we have a team coming in here that is nationally recognized. They were in the Final Four a couple years ago, and they haven't missed a beat. I mean, they were 8th in the country last week and coming in here 11th ranked in the country. Truly worthy of their ranking. I mean, you watch these guys on film, one of the most fundamental teams that I've seen all year long. They're primed for a Sweet 16, Elite 8 run. It would not surprise me. They're core guys. They're 40-2 coming in here, so not a lot of.
It's not too shabby, right? 40-2.
No, not a lot of weaknesses. So it's a great opportunity. I said we've gotten better each and every week to see where we are, and we're going to have to play tough, and strong, and physical basketball. We're going to have to take care of the ball and play with poise and composure to win the game.
It's going to be a big test. It's going to be a great atmosphere here at Callahan, much like we had last year in the Oakland game. And this is a very special building, which will definitely live up to the expectations for one of those big teams coming in here. Last word for you, Coach. When you look at what you've done well so far this year, what you need to improve on, what are those biggest areas for you?
Well, I think what we've done, we've taken care of the ball, for the most part, better than our opponents. We've been able to turn people over and score off our defense. It's really been a big key. I think our defense has been consistent when you look at our numbers. We've been consistently defending. I think our free throw shooting, you know, we knock down free throws.
21st ranked in the country out of 325 teams.
That keeps you in games and gives you a chance. And for the most part, we've taken care of the ball, which is important. Shot the ball extremely well Saturday, making 10 threes. That's going to be a big part of our game. I think we have a lot of guys that have that capability. We can spread people out, and a lot of guys can make a three, which is important. So, and balance. We've probably had, in our 9 games, we've had, 6 or 7 guys that have scored in double figures, which is a positive. So that's balance. Juwan leads us in scoring, and we look for him to be that consistent guy, but we have a lot of guys. Anton's been very consistent. Paris has been very consistent. But again, we have another 3 or 4 guys that can score in double figures as well.
Coach, always a pleasure. Look forward to you shocking the Shockers of their own game on Saturday. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks, Dan.